Hello and welcome to the 2016 Natterjack. We're at Eelmore in Hampshire for rounds 7 and 8 of the ACU British Enduro Championship. Well, right, I'm with the busiest man in the paddock, the clerk of the course, Craig Altas. Tell me, Craig, what's happened to Longmore?
It was a shame to lose Longmore. Unfortunately, the training areas are becoming more crowded in this country, especially with shutting down Germany. So we've had to move the Enduro from Longmore to Eelmore this weekend. Yeah,
it's 40 years at Longmore, but Eelmore's a good substitute.
It's a good venue. It's a hell of a lot smaller than Longmore. We're hoping, though, it's not had a lot of use for. It's not had that many bike competitions, so it shouldn't be as whooped out as Longmore. So we're hoping to give the riders something fresh, although a bit of a shorter course.
Great. What's the plan for tomorrow?
So tomorrow the riders will leave the start area, they'll bypass the first test and then they'll be onto a sort of 12-13 mile loop. They'll come back round, they'll go into the first test, which is timed, into service, into the second test, and then they'll complete a few laps after that.
That's it. Both tests are within walking distance of the paddock?
Yeah, we've tried to make it as easy as possible for service crews, so we've got the service and both tests all starting within 150 metres of each other.
Heavy rain last night. Fortunately, the weather's improving.
It's getting better now, to be honest, but it was hot and dry setting up, but unfortunately we were struck by the weather last night, but I think the test should hold up, so it should be good, should be okay.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, cheers, Bob.
It's 8 a.m. on Saturday morning and the paddock is a hive of activity. We're just going to take a moment to recap. With 3 rounds left to go, the British Enduro Championship has come down to a 6-horse race between Steve Holcombe, Jack Edmondson, Danny McCanney, Brad Freeman, Tom Sager and Jamie Lewis. Steve is the favourite with 114 points against his nearest rival, Jack Edmondson, with 74. In fact, to put it simply, if Steve Holcombe wins today, he will win the British Enduro Championship. They've just started their motors. There's Steve Holcombe, Jack Edmondson and Jamie Lewis. Having set the fastest time on the first 2 tests, Steve Holcombe took a tumble and dislocated his shoulder. Following medical attention, he was unable to complete the day. With Holcombe sidelined, Danny McCanney on the Rockstar Husqvarna took the lead. Brad Freeman on the Colwyn Bay KTM moved up into 2nd place. And the 2016 Youth World Champion Jack Edmondson was 3rd. Lewis is the current leader of the E2 class and he was to finish 3rd. He has 72 points against his nearest competitor, who is Tom Sager with 56 points. Tom finished 2nd behind Brad Freeman. Darrell Bolter topped the E1 4-stroke class with 108 points, ahead of Danny McCanney, who only has 80 points, but he missed out the first 2 rounds through injury. Lee Seeley tackles this section with style, precision and elegance. From the start, the riders do a 15-mile loop to this out-check, which is only about 100 yards away from the start. They go straight into the first special test the championship class have been through. Well, it's Saturday evening and it's been a fantastic day's racing, and I'm with today's winner, Danny McCanny.
All right, Bob.
Well done, Danny. How did you get on today?
Well, I think I won. Obviously, Steve pulled out early on, so we were all close to begin with, and I wanted to win, so I kept my head down and all day just kept posting good times. Unfortunately, the last crash test I dropped it, but never mind.
Yeah.
It's something I train on at home, so I really like this ground.
Bit of a short course?
Short course. I think it's good fun. The test is the main thing, so both tests are good and nice bit of going in between it, and it's not much stress.
Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Right, well, we're with Brad Freeman, the unfeasibly tall Brad Freeman. How do you think you got on today?
Yeah, I enjoyed it really. 5 laps, late start, but I really enjoyed it. The terrain was, was really good considering the weather we're having in the last couple of days. It's been horrendous in all honesty. So, a lot of venues wouldn't have held up to that. So now, I think the team did a great job today. putting on a really good event. I really enjoyed it.
And provisionally second?
Yeah, second overall today. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's a good result.
Yeah, obviously it's unfortunate Steve went out at the start of the day with injury. Obviously I hope he gets well soon. But fair play to Danny McCanny. He rode, awesome today, really well. And I tried, chipping away at his lead, but it wasn't enough really. But yeah, I felt more comfortable towards the end of the day. But I just struggled at the start really, so hopefully tomorrow if we can start a bit faster, we should be in for a good race.
Sounds great. Steve Holcombe came to the line on Sunday morning with a heavily strapped shoulder and a question mark over his head, but all questions were answered when he set the fastest time on the first 2 tests. Steve didn't have it all sewn up though, as the race became a 3-way battle between himself, Danny McCanny and Brad Freeman. Coming into the penultimate test, Steve had a 0.3 second lead over Danny McCanny. But as these things happen, Danny and Brad both crashed into trees, which took the pressure off Steve, and he coasted home to take maximum points and the British Championship. Jack Edmondson was 4th, the best E1 2-stroke. Jamie Lewis was 5th, Darrell Bolter 6th, Josh Gott 7th, Lee Seeley 8th, James Dead 9th and Fraser Flockhart was 10th. In the experts class, Tom Elwood once again scored maximum points on the MRS Sherco to secure the British Championship. Dan Mundell was 2nd in the best E1 2-stroke. Brad King was 3rd in the best E1 4-stroke. Kevin Murray, despite very little bike time this year, was 4th. And Brad Williams in 5th was the best E3. In the clubman class, 17-year-old Aaron Gordon from Portsmouth was riding his first time-card Enduro, and he won both days with times that would have graced the experts class. Right, well, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm with today's winner, Steve Holcombe, who has just won the British Enduro Championship.
Yeah, no, it didn't come easy. I knew if I came here and won one day I would win the championship. So, I tried yesterday and had a big crash and injured my shoulder. So about this time yesterday I was sat in A&E, not really knowing what was going on with my shoulder. But yeah, we've strapped it up and kept on top of it all weekend. And it's been sore, but it's been manageable, and managed to fight for the win today and win the championship. So.
You're a bloody hero.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you very much.
Now this is your 3rd championship in 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so.
Big plans for next week?
Nothing, I think. No, I'm done now. So.
Well done. Yeah. You deserve a rest.
Thank you.
Well done, Steve.
Cheers, thanks.
That's not a good look. I missed Steve out. Nice kid.